Do you know how to build a solid base for middle and long distance running? In this video, I'm gonna explain how to do it. So, first of all, what is a solid base? Believe it or not, if you are able to run fast 800 meter, you are able to also run fast in 5000 meter. And if you are able to run fast 5000 meter, you are able to run marathon fast. So, of course, there's a difference between training for 800 meter and training for marathon. But believe it or not, if you are able to run faster 800 meter, then usually you also increase your 5000 meter race time. And also, if you run faster in 5000 meter, then you are able to run faster in marathon too. So, there are many common basic things in middle and long distance running, and usually it's impossible to increase only one specific event. Of course, finally, you want to increase your specific event. Finally. For example, for Olympians, maybe there are 5000 meter specialists and there are 1500 meter specialists. But please do not forget that 5000 meter specialists are able to run 1500 meter very fast, much faster than average athletes. But they are not specialized for 1500 meter because they are 5000 meter specialists. But still, if you want to run 5000 meter as fast as possible, then you also need to run 1500 meter fast and also 10,000 meter fast. So it's impossible to increase only one specific event. So there is a solid base for middle and long distance running. So what can you do? How can you do to build your solid base? First of all, you need to increase the frequency of running, of training. So even if it's only 30 minutes or 20 minutes, it's good. It's good for your body. Of course, if you already run 200 kilometers per week, then you don't need to go for 30 minutes jogging on Sunday night. But for most amateur runners, they usually run regularly 4 times a week or 5 times a week or something like that. In this case, it's very beneficial even only 30 minutes jogging or 30 minutes easy running. And second, you want to increase the frequency of moderate runs. What is moderate runs? Moderate runs are very simple. It's not easy and it's not hard. It's very simple. So people very often ask me how fast moderate runs are. So how many percent of VO2 max pace, 100% VO2 max pace, or how fast of how many percent of the race pace? And I cannot answer that kind of question because it depending on person's fitness level. For example, for me, maybe let's say 15k in 55 minutes, meaning 340 per k, the average pace. Then it's not easy for me, it's not easy at all, but also I still have enough reserves, meaning I do not get tired tomorrow. Also, it's not easy to recover from hard workouts with moderate running, but also I do not get tired tomorrow with moderate runs. Moderate runs are something like that. So maybe it's not easy to recover from hard workouts with moderate runs, but also you do not get tired tomorrow with moderate runs. And the distance and also the pace are depending on person's fitness level. But no matter what it is, you need to increase the frequency of moderate runs. So the best idea is increase the frequency up to 4 times a week, maybe 4 times, sometimes 5 times a week, but 4 times a week is enough. And once you get into specific training phase, maybe you want to decrease the moderate runs up to 1 to 2 times a week. only once a week or twice a week. That's enough in a specific training phase. But during building up base phase, then maybe you want to do 4 times a week, and maybe once a week speed work. But this kind of speed work in building up base phase is not something hard. It's speed work, but it's not so hard. Something like fart rate 20 minutes, 1 minute fast, 1 minute slow, or maybe uphill runs, repeating 200 meter, maybe 20 times 200 meter, or 20 times 300 meter, or something like that. And third, you want to increase the pace of moderate runs gradually. It's just gradually, so maybe now my moderate runs is something like 55 minutes in 15K. Maybe 4 weeks later, 20 minutes, 113, or so 73 minutes, or maybe 15K, 52 minutes, or 53 minutes, or something like that. So third, you want to increase the pace of moderate runs, but make sure to have same reserves. So you just go for running based on your feeling, and you just run completely with same feeling, but automatically the pace gets faster. That's the idea. And fourth, you want to do a long run once a week, only once a week. And what is a long run? Long run is simply the running the distance that you feel that's long. That's enough. For example, for me, during the marathon preparation phase, it could be a 40K because it's long enough, but it's not super long for marathoner, right? Marathon is 42K, so 40K or 45K, it's of course long, but it's not something crazy. It's not super long. So for me, maybe 40K, 45K. On the other hand, for my high school boys, 20K is enough, because they never run 20K, or they never run even 15K before I started coaching them. So 20K is absolutely long for them. For me, it's not long run. It's just a normal run, but for them, it's long run. The reason is very simple. I don't feel long with 20K run, and they feel pretty long with 20K run. That's why 20K run is a long run for them, and it's not a long run for me. It's very simple. And of course, I'm not talking about mentality or feeling, but also physically. So in the past, I did a lot of 30K run, 25K run, 20K run, and 35K run. That's why 40K is not long anymore. And 20K is, of course, it's not long anymore for my body. But for my high school boys, they never run 20K or 15K run before I started coaching them. So physically speaking, it's absolutely long for them. That's my point. So I don't know in your country, but in Japan, many YouTubers or many books say 30K is a long run, and 40K is too long, and 20K is too short. But how can you say that? How can you say 30K is always the idea, and 40K is too long, and 20K is too short? You cannot say that without knowing someone's fitness level and training in the past. So my definition is very, very simple. If you feel it's long enough, but it's not too long, physically and mentally, that's a long run. That's it. So even 15K could be a long run. It's not, yeah, of course, for amateur marathoners, it's not so long. But if you feel that's a long run, then that's definitely a long run. And maybe you go for next time 20K, 22, 23, 25, 28, and you can increase a distance of long run step by step, but it's not rapidly. It should be a step-by-step program. So that's it, folks. Thank you for your watching, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.